How y'all doing today? I know you can't answer me and I can't hear you, but I figured I'd ask. Finally was able to roll the boat over. I stood up sideways with the chain falls and it still don't want to roll over. So it's definitely a self-riding haul because all I want to do is come back this way. So I wind up taking the John Deere 216. I hooked a long ratchet strap to it and I just put it in first gear, let it creep, and that was it. Come down, chain fall, it turned over beautiful. Now that I've got it over, see what I got going on. I do have some damage on the bow. What I don't like is how thick the gel coat is, which is a good thing, but it's not a good thing if you want to make fiberglass repairs. This gel coat's over 1/8 inch thick. Because I plan on adding a cypress keel. I was going to start from right here and slowly build up, make a different profile on the front, and have about 1 inch to 2 inches of keel running the full length. This is the box I was talking about. The trunk is called. Anyway, I was going to bring the keel to about right here, angle it. But first, my first order of business is covering this hole up for this box. And it's called the trunk. This is what houses the keel. And one of the reasons why I want to cover it, there's a hole right here. That's for the rope to raise the keel up, which that could be easily patched from the inside. And there's 2 holes way in the front. You cannot get your hands in there to make a patch. Maybe from the inside it could be patched, but I got a piece of a sheet of fiberglass. I'm gonna cut me a strip that fits in here. I'm gonna shape it. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna grind at least 3 inches, maybe 4 inches of gel coat all the way around this whole opening and continue on the front of the keel. Once I put the patch in, put a couple of layers of angel hair and glass over it. Then I'm gonna work on cutting a piece of cypress to put a keel straight, and that's all gonna be feathered in, tied in. It's gonna be very solid. The bottom of the boat, I say it's in good shape. If this was a boat you're paying thousands of dollars for, it's not in good shape. The finish wise, all these scratches are permanent into the gel coat. They're all gonna sand out, but I didn't buy this boat for the finish. I bought it. It's a 3/8 thick, solid fiberglass hull. So eventually the whole boat's gonna get sanded. But for right now, the objective: patch the hole, put a keel straight, and then this thing can ride, and I can decide if I want to put ballast. I'm not cutting that trunk out at the moment. The trunk is gonna stay in there for now. Later on, I'm gonna do a full tear down of this boat. But for now, just to get riding, the trunk's gonna stay. And what I plan on doing, if I decide I need ballast, it originally came with 250 pounds of ballast. So once this gets closed, I can turn the boat over. I'm gonna cut that hole bigger for the rope, where the rope passes through to raise the keel up. Right now it's about a 1/2 inch hole. I'm gonna cut it to say a 2 inch hole. And then if need be, I'm gonna fill it with concrete or sand. I'll probably put concrete in, fill this cavity. I can get at least 200 pounds of concrete in here. That's gonna stay in there permanent. You know, again, if I do that, it's gonna keep itself riding to where if I was to roll over, it'd be very hard to roll it over. But if I was to roll the boat over, it's gonna naturally want to turn itself back with the weight. That's the benefit of having weight. But again, as a short video, I did manage to get it turned over. I don't know how much work I'm gonna get done today. I'm trying to let my arm heal up. It's killing me, and the fact that I keep doing little odds and ends and work with it, it's not helping the healing process. But I want to move forward while I have this time off from work, because I can't go to work after the surgery, which also means I should not be working on this either. But that gives me time, being I'm not at work, to where I could be riding the boat. Living on a bayou. That's all you look forward to, riding a boat. And I've got plenty of boats, had plenty of boats. I got 2 boats that are in the water ready to ride right now. But it's always better to have a different boat, right? You can't never have too many boats. So yeah, that's what I got going on. I'm not looking forward to grinding the gel coat, but the gel coat is much easier to tolerate than grinding fiberglass. Gel coat doesn't really make you itch as bad as fiberglass. But yeah, I'm gonna grind. But right now I'm probably just gonna grind 4 inches around the trunk all the way around. I'm gonna go find my piece of fiberglass donor. I have a fiberglass box I've been cutting strips off of. It's 1/4 inch thick. I'm gonna make an inlay that fits in here nicely with this shape. Drop it in, And as the weather cooperates, I'm gonna try to get that glassed in today with maybe 2 or 3 layers of cloth over it. That way once it dries, the boat's ready to float. I may go test the boat without the keel strake, but on my last sailboat haul, I've done this too, which is the blue one, my Day Sailor 1. Without a keel strake, as soon as you let off throttle, as soon as you stop the propulsion, the boat turns wherever it wants. It just, there's nothing to track it straight. So that's the purpose of a keel strake, is to help the boat track straight when you're not on power, or when you're fighting heavy currents. That keel strake helps you track true. When you let the throttle, your boat's gonna continue to go straight. That's what you want in a boat. The way these are designed, it's a sailboat. The swing keel on this one was the strake, because when the keel was up, you still had 4 inches of keel, 4 or 6 inches of keel hanging down right here, and that was the keel strake. And also the way the design, motor's offset to the one side. This is where your thrust happens, and you have the rudder. That would keep it straight. Well, on an outboard lower unit, there's not enough surface area to act as a rudder unless you're moving. Like if you ever been towed in a boat, if someone's towing you and you take your outboard and you turn it, you'll better steer and drag them around because you're moving. But if you're moving very slow, it's like your rudder's non-responsive, because there's not enough surface area on a lower unit of outboard to act as a rudder on the low speeds. So anyway, I rambled long enough. That's what I got going on. We're gonna see about covering that hole today, or at least doing the prep work. Break out the grinder and sweat. It's about 98 degrees here today and very humid. I'm so thankful for this oak tree. I've said in the past, I mean, I don't know what I'd do without this tree. This is the only shade I got other than in my woods, but I've got no electricity in my woods. But yeah, that's what I got going on. That's what we're gonna take care of today, making this hole disappear. See y'all on the next one. Stay tuned.